One place where I see a lot of parents really struggling with parenting and really struggling with their children is in their parenting style. So, what do I mean by that? Um, we know how in the previous generations the accepted parenting style was authoritarian, which means that those parents were very harsh with their kids. There was no emotional connection. There wasn't any attempt to provide warmth or affection or physical expressions of love. Nothing like that. It was all about rules. You had to just follow whatever your parents were saying. You had to obey without questioning. And if you didn't, then you would get punished. You might get hit, you might get yelled at, you might get scolded, whatever it is. And there wasn't a lot of emotional warmth within the family environment between the parents. It wasn't considered necessary, right? So that is an authoritarian style which was quite prevalent in previous generations. Now, a lot of children, they grew up with this parenting style. They know how painful it is, they know how much it hurts. So they decided that they would never treat their children in that way. So what did they do? They moved to the other extreme. The other extreme is a permissive parenting style where they provide all the warmth, all the affection, all the love, all the unconditional regard, whatever, all of it that they are capable of, they would provide to their children. But there would be no structure, no rules, no expectations, no boundaries, no consequences, nothing. The child is allowed to do whatever they want. The parent is almost scared of the child's anger or scared of the child's disappointment or scared of the child's tears. They try their best to make sure that the child never cries, the child is never angry, the child is always happy, always in this rosy little land of themselves. Now, both these parenting styles are two extremes. Okay, and one misconception we have, especially in India, is that it's either this authoritarian or it is that permissive. So either you are very harsh to your children, you scold them, you beat them, you belittle them, you mock them so that they become tough people, they become better people. It's either that, or you are constantly trying to give your child everything in the world, whatever they ask for, whatever they demand. In that very minute, you're trying to give it to them so that they are never upset. But there is something in the middle. These two extremes are enemies of your child. The authoritative parenting style is going to make your children have a lot of issues in their relationship with themselves. So things like low self-esteem, things like not being able to love themselves unconditionally, things like trying to fill this void within them through work or through other achievements or through something else, etc., etc. The permissive style is going to leave your children with a severe lack in social skills, in emotional regulation skills, very low frustration tolerance, and these children will not be able to survive in the world, and they will grow up with a lot of anxiety because they don't know how to manage themselves or handle themselves. But right in the middle, you have authoritative parenting. Authoritative parenting is where you take all this love and affection and kindness and gentleness and softness and unconditional love, all of it you take and you provide to your children up to the maximum limit, as much as you can provide. But you also provide rules, you also provide boundaries, and you provide consequences for behavior. It is possible to guide children, to teach children and how to behave through modeling good behavior in front of them, through giving them age-appropriate consequences when they do something that is not acceptable. It is possible to discipline your children without yelling, without hitting, without belittling them, right? And it is also possible to love your children with all your heart, to love them unconditionally, to give them all the warmth that they need while still holding boundaries, while still having expectations of behavior from them. And that is authoritative parenting. That is the middle ground, and that is what is most healthy for parents and for children.